Here comes 3I Atlas. The fastest interstellar object ever recorded is tearing through our solar system at 61 kilometers per second. At first, it looked like a normal comet, but scientists noticed strange chemistry and more, unlike anything we've ever seen.
But first, let me tell you a bit of background, and then we will dive into the details. 3I Atlas is indeed an interstellar object discovered by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System in Rio Hurtado, Chile. At that time, it was at 4.5 astronomical units from the Sun. That's 4.5 times the distance between the Sun and the Earth. You are now watching the first glimpse taken from the Chilean telescope on the official day of discovery. 3I Atlas was preceded by the only two other interstellar objects we humans have ever seen. The first one was 1I Oumuamua, discovered in 2017, and then came 2I Borisov, discovered in 2019. You have probably heard a lot about the unusual, elongated Oumuamua, but not much about Borisov because the latter was quite a typical comet. This one we will talk about is called 3I, as in third interstellar object, and Atlas because of the telescope that discovered it, hence 3I Atlas. Unlike these first two interstellar objects, 3I Atlas comes from the southern part of our galaxy, the Milky Way, and from a very particular location, as we will see later.
Okay, that's the background, but I promised to get into the oddities. Let's review some of them. In the last few days, 3I Atlas was found to have nickel carbonylation, an industrial method to produce shiny organic nickel alloys. And that's not all. It expels carbon dioxide, but curiously, no carbon monoxide. Could this mean life inside it? Or some form of biological activity producing CO2. Wait, it gets bizarre. Normally, comets emit cyanogen, diatomic carbon, sodium as it approaches the sun, but 3I Atlas is only emitting the cyanide part, and only recently and in minute amounts. At first, it did not have a tail like comets do. Just in the last few days, it has generated an itty-bitty one. Its tiny, stubby tail emits nickel, but no iron. Typically, comets emit both. Is this nickel-only emission evidence of nickel machinery at work? Scientists note, combined, these emissions are reminiscent of gases released when superglue burns. Unlike normal comets, which glow only when close to the sun, 3I/Atlas has been glowing since we first saw it, while still far away. And this glow has always been at the front of the object. It was not a tail. It was there in front before it developed a tail. Oh, and Atlas is coming from the same region in the Sagittarius constellation where the WOW signal came from decades ago. This is a signal so seemingly orderly that many still believe it was sent by intelligent life. I tell you, this thing is weird. So here's the picture. An interstellar object with a core that gleams like polished metal, steel or nickel, with a glowing front emitting CO2. Its tail contains cyanide. Should we imagine a nickel spaceship carrying living creatures exhaling CO2 as they metabolize? And that this machine transporting these beings is traveling across our solar system, leaving behind traces of nickel and something like superglue as it... Yep, that's odd. But that's not all. Let's keep going. Its speed is 61 kilometers per second. For comparison, the fastest object in our solar system is Mercury, and it moves at 47.9 kilometers per second. Therefore, 31 Atlas is the fastest moving object in our space vicinity. The greatest oddity is perhaps its trajectory. Its trajectory is retrograde, moving opposite the planet's orbit. A carefully planned cosmic route designed for efficiency? A spacecraft threading expertly through the solar system?
Atlas's path is similar to those used by NASA for space exploration. They are slingshot maneuvers aided by gravity and threading multiple planets. The chances of a natural object having this kind of trajectory are very small. NASA JPL scientists ran billions of simulations. Only 14 of the billions of tests showed a similar path with the same speed and inclinations. 1 in 357 million. That's the chance we're talking about.
But wait, there's more. The size of 3I/Atlas is staggering. The core measures 5.6 kilometers across, including the surrounding coma, 25,000 kilometers. But the full CO2 envelope, 700,000 kilometers. More than twice the distance to the moon, nearly half the size of the sun. It will pass on the far side of the sun on October 29, 2025, just before reaching its closest point to Earth on December 19, 2025, when it will be at 268 million miles from Earth. Is it hiding from us? Does it know we're watching? Why pass behind the sun? Its enormous size, its strange chemical emissions, its seemingly deliberate retrograde trajectory. All these mysteries challenge everything we thought we knew. Is it a comet, an interstellar spaceship, or something even stranger? Something beyond our imagination?
Too many oddities. So many that one has to cling to a string of low-probability events to say it is a natural interstellar object. So is 3I Atlas natural or an engineered spaceship? Based on prior probability, if you find a living being and on top of that you find him in a crowd at music festival, it's most likely a human because aliens are scarce. That's the Bayesian principle of probability. What is 100% certain, though, is that so far, 3I Atlas is the weirdest comet we have ever seen. And it makes you wonder, what else is out there? That's the fascinating thing about nature. We never know it all. There's always something to understand.
So yeah, most likely natural. But you never know. Stay alert, keep learning, and please comment, like, and subscribe. Hasta la vista, baby!
Thanks for watching Rumblescope. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay in the know.